Hey guys, it's Vinny here. I'm going to be showing you guys a tutorial or a how-to video on how to change these two drive belts on this 2001 Lexus ES300. So it's pretty simple, it's nothing too complicated, so I'm going to get into it, show you guys what to do. First things first, we're going to loosen this 14mm bolt right here. That's going to take some tension off of the alternator belt. Alright, next, after you guys loosen this 14mm bolt right here, I removed this fuse cover, or well, fuse and relay box thing right here. It just basically slides on, it's clipped on right there. All you gotta do is pinch this tab right here at the top, pinch that and pull it up, and then you can kind of just push it out the way for now. You're going to need to move that to be able to get down to these two 12mm bolts. The one right here on the left, yeah, right over here on the left side is you're just gonna loosen that one. You don't need to take it out. And then the one that the wrench is on right now is the other bolt. That's the tensioner bolt. So as you loosen this, the alternator will drop down, making the belt. See if I can show you guys, making this belt a lot looser than it was. So I'm basically just gonna loosen this up, and once this is all done, loosened, this alternator belt should come right off. All right, once that tensioner bolt, that one right there is loosened enough, you should be able to wiggle your alternator by, you can grab onto it. It should move up and down. So the more you loosen it, the further down the alternator will drop, releasing this belt that you can remove. So there you go, push that off the pulley. And just so you guys can see, that goes on this pulley right here, this bigger one. So next step is to pull out, let me zoom this out. All right, pull out your old belt, and you're gonna wanna inspect this belt and see, what happened, if there's any cuts in it, because there could be something hanging in there to cause the cuts, or if you're just replacing it because it was just squeaky in general. You want to compare the sizes of the old belt and the new belt. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I got the new belt and the old belt. Just going to show you. Same length and everything. The new one is a Daco. And yeah, so alright, we got the same length. So we're gonna leave this one off because I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna also do the power steering belt, which is the other one down there. So we'll go ahead and get into that next. Alright, next step is, if you're in a driveway like I am, block off the wheels. Don't forget to do this. Put the parking brake on as well. And then come over here. This is the easier way to do it, is take off the front wheel and move this splash shield out of the way, which I'm going to show you that way because that's the right way to do it. You don't have to do this, but there's a lot more room. You'll see what I'm talking about when we get the wheel off. But so just begin jacking the car up. Make sure you're not going to roll or anything. After you jack this car up, wheels off the ground, slide a jack stand under there like so. And we're going to gently lower the car onto the jack stand so we're not taking risks. Just get this in here. There we go. Lower it down like that. There we go. Alright, now we're ready to take the wheel off. Also, one more thing. Once you get lower the car onto the jack stand, another thing I just do for safety is tighten up your car jack and make sure it's just on there. So you kind of have two things there just in case if one decides to fail on you. So that's always something good to do. All right, now we're gonna get the wheel lock and we're gonna take this wheel off. Take this off. Remove the wheel. Let me turn that compressor off. It's a little loud. First things first, take these. That's a 10mm and and another 10mm right here for the splash shield. Pull those out, and that'll come off. And here's your pulleys. This is the power steering belt right here that we're also going to be replacing. And if you look up here, this is the whole tensioner system that it has. Oops, sorry, I can't hold that straight. Alright, so let me go get my wrench and we're going to begin loosening this tensioner. Right, so I got my 3/8 ratchet with little extension, and then a longer 12-inch, or 12mm socket. Put that on your, I'll show you from out here. This is the power steering tensioner. Come in here. It's that bolt right there. You're gonna loosen it up. I already kind of loosened it up. You don't need to take it out. Just loosen it up, and then push up on the belt, and you can see it moves the tensioner like so. And now it is ready to come off. So let's see if we can peel it off the back. And the front is over here, and boom, it's out. That's that easy. Just one tensioner bolt. So yeah, we're gonna lay that over here. Let's see if we can get this new one out. Alright, we're gonna just match these up again. Both the belts. Give me a second, bear with me. Alright. So we have the old belt on the left, new belt on the right. Same length, okay. Yeah, you can kind of see the old belt. It's pretty worn looking. New belt here. We're just gonna go throw this one in. Alright guys, so getting this new belt on was kind of fighting me a little bit. It was really tight, so I ended up pulling this tensioner bolt out right here. I took that one out. Came over here, got a pry bar. Let me switch hands real quick. Alright. And you're gonna bring the pry bar in to this slot right under where the tensioner is. Like that. And then you're gonna push up. Watch when I push up. It moves up a little bit, and then I let it go. So you do actually, if you take that bolt out, you get a little extra more play. You can push this power steering pump up a little higher to get more, get more slack, I guess you would say, to get this belt on. So go ahead and do that. I recommend putting it on the crank pulley itself first. There's actually two grooves. There's the one for the alternator, and then the inside one for the power steering pump. See if I can get that to focus. It's on the inside. I'll bring it up top just to show you. Alright, so the belt's on the inside. It's like a double slotted thing. Obviously you'll be able to tell when you're doing it. But yeah, so get it on the crank pulley first. Get that pry bar, push up on the back, or push up through here, and then it pulls up the power steering, which loosens it up enough to get the belt on. And then once we get that on, we're gonna pull this down and we're gonna put the bolt in. Not tight yet. We're gonna put it in loosely like this, and then we're gonna put some tension on this belt and tighten it up. All right, so I got the belt on, the tensioner's tight, and there's tension on the belt, as you can see. So what I did was I got the pry bar, kind of stuck it up over the pump, pulled it down, and the tensioner bolt ended up around here. It looked like there was good belt tension, so I began to tighten up the bolt, tighten that bolt up, and there we are. That's good now. So next we're gonna throw on the alternator belt. So I got the new alternator belt, or drive belt, whatever you want to call it, and I began it on the crank pulley down there. And then I put it on the AC compressor down there. And then up last, I put it on the alternator. Now, since it's a newer belt, I had to loosen up the tensioner just a little bit more than what I had it at to get the old belt off. So that's this bolt right there. Again, that one. You loosen that one up and begin checking, you know, when you have the belt on, you'll see if it's just almost on, you kind of have to like kind of wiggle it on over the ridge of this pulley. Get that on, then come down here, double check, make sure everything's good. Okay, everything's good. It's on both pulleys fully all the way around. And then you're gonna come back up. We're pretty much done down here, by the way. You can put that back on the splash shield and the wheel. And you just come back up here. And from here, what we're gonna do is begin to tighten the tensioner bolt right here. As we tighten that, the belt will get tighter. That's the tension, adds the tension to the belt. And then once that bolt is at the right spot where, you know, where the belt has a good amount of tension, you're gonna tighten the other bolt down here. See that one? You're gonna tighten that up to lock it in place. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. All right, once you have the belt tensioned with the tensioner and you locked it in place with the side bolt, move this out of the way. This can actually, this fuse slash relay thing, we can push that back in its spot. And don't forget to tighten the alternator bolt, the 14 millimeter here, and then you're pretty much all set. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then go ahead and put the wheel and the splash guard and everything else back together. We'll start her up. All right, car's off the jack stands, tires on, blocks are out, everything's good. Let's start her up. See how we running. See if it's squeaking still or not. All right, great, nice and quiet, no noises, the belts are running good. Yeah. All right, so that's pretty much how you guys do it. If you guys have any questions or comments or whatever, you know, send them down below or message me or whatever. I'll try to get back to you guys as soon as I can. Personally, this is the easiest belts I think I've ever done in my life. I think everyone should be, or every car company, you know, if they had the ability to, they should set their belts up like that. It's so easy. This job probably take you half hour with the right tools and everything. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, let me know if you guys need anything else or any questions, just message me. Have a good one.